Hi, I'm Ethan Bolt. Today we're going to talk about red hot marketing tips in the B2B sector, in particular 6 ways to make the Magalog work for the B2B audience. In June of this year, we got a Magalog from Harvard Business Review, and it's 18 pages long, and it's very unusual because typically they only send out the voucher. Looks like this. Why the switch? Could it be finally that the lowly voucher, the response was too low, and they wanted to try something new? Probably so. And certain people, certain experts in the direct marketing community, such as Ken Schneider, he's a copywriter, he's written for Time Inc. and Condé Nast and Mattel and Hallmark. He says that you send the Magalog because simply they work. They typically have a much higher level of response, and people will go to them. They do cost a little bit more money, of course, but they're worth it in the end. And a lot of it boils down to what David Ogilvy has said in the past: the more you tell, the more you sell. It's a direct marketing tenet. And the voucher, frankly, doesn't tell you a whole lot. And as vouchers go, this one wasn't all bad. It had a nice list of benefits. It had some nice color with all the different elements involved. It had the bonuses, and they do the math for you, and that's favorable. But the line, lowest rate we allow, gets repeated everywhere, way too much. The free bookmark, come on now, this is 2012. That's a pretty lame freemium. And it doesn't exactly treat the potential subscriber like an important business person. So the Magalog is a huge step forward. So let's borrow a few pointers from Schneider's chapter in our recent Direct Marketing IQ report, Design and Formats for Boosting Direct Mail Response. And we'll take you through this one. The front cover can be designed in a variety of ways, but it generally contains the elements of the offer. A huge bleed photo. It often uses the logo of the magazine or product you're selling. You can even add cut lines too to make the cover look like an actual magazine cover. And right away, when you receive this in the mail, you can feel the weight. It feels like a real magazine. It even calls itself a preview issue. It's well designed, and it's got tons of really inviting cover lines. Number 2, bear in mind the Magalog is not meant to be a mini version of the magazine. It's still very much a direct marketing tool. So the back cover acts very much like the outer envelope on a 6x9 package. It's likely often the first part of the Magalog the reader will actually see in the mail, and the back uses the attention-getting limited time offer, and it smartly spells out the deal to potential subscribers, the savings, what you get, the full access to digital editions, the bonus gifts, etc. Number 3, page 2 is set up as a table of contents, and page 3 is the first page of what could be a 5-page letter. So inside the first spread, right away there, it gives you 3 ways to order and gives a good soft sell from the publisher in that letter. Number 4, after the letter, if you choose to put it up front, comes a series of spreads, each with a compelling headline and photos and copy. And Schneider likes to throw in bits and pieces from the magazine here, like fascinations or tips or advice, charts, graphs, etc. Because you have to remember the whole purpose of the Magalog format is to sell what your magazine or product is about. HBR here shows actual magazine pages with snippets of quality content alongside the soft sell, breaking it down into strategy, marketing, leadership, innovation, technology, big idea, global, and managing yourself. And then if that amount of content doesn't wow you enough as a prospect, it tells you what every issue of HBR has there. Number 5, make the most of the center spread by adding a freemium of some sort. At the saddle stitch, it repeats the offer in a very appealing way. Now, the order card itself is the BRC, or the business reply card. You want to basically use the space above or below it to repeat the offer, show the premium, and mention any guarantee you might have. So the last page here in the HBR inside folds open to reveal the RSVP card, is what they call it, which is a really good name for the order card, with the box cleverly pre-checked. Also, the math and the savings is done in an attractive way at the bottom, as you see. So if you want to look very carefully at this winning Magalog and also receive the entire Ken Schneider chapter in our direct response boosting report about design and formats, you can register and you can receive both PDFs for free. Also, once you register, you can also take 20% off that report, and you'll be given the discount code. So thanks again for listening today. Take care.